Yo, what's good, y'all? I would like to welcome y'all back to episode 76 of the Von Talks podcast. Today, on which I'm recording this podcast, is August 7th, 2026. And first, I would just like to say shout out to my current, past, and new listeners. Y'all already know I highly appreciate you. Shout out to everybody listening to this podcast on their favorite platforms. And if you are listening to this motherfucker on YouTube, specifically mobile, make sure that you hit that hype button, man. That'll push me way further through the algorithm, along with liking and subscribing. Before we get into the show, make sure that y'all follow me on all of my platforms. You can follow me anywhere because I am literally everywhere. All the links will be in the description box below, so you can't miss them bitches, man, if you just go looking for them. So before we get into this shit, man, before we officially get into it, you already know I gotta ask, how are you doing today? I hope everything is going swell. I hope the week has been great to you. I hope you are being productive or chilling, whatever you like to do, whatever you like to get into. I hope you are enjoying yourself on this weekend. And as far as this Sunday, I hope it's a good Sunday, man. And make sure that you prepare for the next week. I hope that y'all are meal prepping. I hope that y'all saving money, investing it whenever you can. You understand what I'm saying? And looking for ways that you can work with one another so that way you can alleviate a lot of this financial pain. You feel me? Because listen, y'all, what we are seeing right now. You know what? I'm just gonna say that for the rest for the later on in the video, man. Hopefully I can keep a reminder of something, but I'm gonna make sure that I talk about that towards the later parts of the show. But I hope you're doing good, man. What games have you been playing? As far as me, I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm swell, well, grand. You feel me? You know, amongst all of this shit that's outside of my control, I'm doing good, man. I ain't worried about nothing. You feel me? I'm just improving myself every single day, working on myself harder than I do anything else. And, you know, just making sure the more I improve on myself, those around me are getting that same improvement, and they are, you know, feeling the effects from the aura that I'm giving out on a positive note. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I hope everything is good with y'all though, man. Let's go ahead and get to this game. And I have a few things to talk about with you. Yeah, I think this is the most notes I done had for gaming in a good minute. So we're gonna be here for a little while. I'm making sure, I'm looking down. If you looking at the video, I'm looking down because my puppies are like right up under me, and I don't wanna, if I roll back, I don't wanna roll over their foot. Yeah, nah, that wouldn't be good. Anyways, gaming, man. The gaming stint has finally kicked off with Beast of Reincarnation. That dropped back on the 4th. The reviews was like, I think OpenCritic was like 77, Metacritic was like 74, something like that. So this is a game that was made by the same company that makes Pokemon, who is Game Freak. And I think this is their first time doing some shit like this. From what I've seen so far, from the gameplay that I've been watching, you know, when I first seen the game, I was like, oh, this look cool, because the game does look pretty. I'm like, this look cool, but I don't know if I want to actually play. Like, I'm not I wasn't super excited for it. I was like, I do want to play it, but I'm not in a rush. I'm not going crazy about like, oh, I gotta play this game. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I get around to it if I get around to it. Then we have Marvel Tokon that just dropped yesterday at the time of the recording. You already know I record on a Friday. Bought that motherfucker day one. I don't pre-order shit, but I did buy it day one because I played the beta and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Marvel Tokon, new fighting game, if you're not aware, this shit is decent as hell. I had beat Dench Attack, which is another great game. I'm gonna talk about that in just a few. As a matter of fact, let me just continue with Marvel Tokon. My bad. Let me just continue with Marvel Tokon. I'd be all over the place. But Marvel Tokon, again, that shit is so good. It's smooth. It runs buttery smooth, by the way, and I have it on PC. A lot of people were complaining that it wasn't running as smooth on PC. But for me, it's been all good and dandy. I haven't had no issues. Like the beta, it was a little rough at the beginning when I was initially booting up the stream. But then after that, everything was smooth sailing. Then you move on And now we got the official release, and it seemed like it's gotten better. I haven't had any issues at all. They have this shit called episodes, which is basically story mode, and you're doing it with all of these teams, because within the game you get to team up with three other Marvel characters. So like I think so all of the characters that I can think of top of my head right now, they have the Hulk, Wolverine, Star-Lord, Carnage, Black Panther, Storm, Miss Marvel, Ghost Rider, Magneto, Doctor Doom. It's some other character that I don't know, but I think they play an intricate part in the game. I forgot their name. It's like a little robot bear. I don't know if that's just a new character that they added or somebody that's in the comics. I have no clue at all. Who else they got? Oh, Loki. Shit. There's a couple others. I think I named off most of the roster though. But you get to form teams of 4, and so like with the episode that I played, it was like it was the one with Magneto, Green Goblin, Doctor Doom, and Carnage. And I ran through that story. It was pretty decent. They have like a little comic book panel thing going on with the cutscenes and shit. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fucking fire, bro. As the more like you progress through the game and progress through the episode or whatever, I was like, oh, this is decent as hell. And then they have like 4 other episodes, and I think they have their own unique stories. And I think by the end of every one, you have to beat this character named the Champion. But it seems like, although they have characters that are dropping that you have to pay money for, but it seems like you get to unlock characters, new like other characters in the game. Haven't seen that in a while in the fighting game, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now what I want to do, I think later today I'm gonna play Marvel Tokon. I'm gonna play through a couple more episodes, and that'll give me a good way to learn a lot of these different fighters and shit like that. And unlock these characters. I think the first DLC character they're dropping though is Phoenix Cyclops. Don't know shit about Phoenix Cyclops in the comics. I'm gonna have to get that knowledge up, bro. I do need more Marvel comics though. I have a shit ton of DC comics, but I think I just like DC more. I don't know as far as when it comes to the comics, even though I know Marvel is decent as hell, because I have Hulk, Wolverine versus Predator. I have Bishop. I have Superman versus Deadpool, or Superman and Deadpool with that comic right there. What's some? Oh, I have Green Lantern Contagion. That's John Stewart's Green Lantern. I have a few more DC comics, but I have way more. I mean, I have a few more Marvel comics, but I have way more DC than I do Marvel. So I'm trying to get that balance. But I just been stuck on the Absolute series. I'm trying to collect every issue for the ones that I own, like Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Batman, and Green Lantern. I think those. And Green Arrow. So I want to get all issues for those. Right now, the most that I have is Absolute Wonder Woman. I have like issue 1 through 8. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, man. Marvel Tokon is a really good game so far, bro. I definitely want to learn more of the combos, and it seems like ranked mode is gonna be a lot of fun. The only thing with me, a lot of the folks because I can tell this game is gonna be sweaty as fuck. The only thing with me is I won't be able to practice as much as I would like how the other folks that be no life in this shit, because nigga got responsibilities and shit, man. But I'm pretty okay at fucking fighting games. So, the more I do play it, the better I get. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm moving on to Dense Attack. That's an amazing game. I finished it a couple days. Wait, was it yesterday? Yeah, I finished it yesterday. Actually, I finished it yesterday. And look, it's only $20 on Steam right now. It's a very unique game. Think of Jet Set Radio, SSX Tricky, Tony Hawk, all had a baby. And maybe you could throw in a mixture of Parappa the Rapper, but I'm only saying that because of the music. Parappa the Rapper, that was just a very unique looking game. And that was a game where you had the mic and you could rap along with the lyrics and shit like that. If you ain't played it, you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But for some reason, that game reminds me of Parappa. It makes me memorize. I guess it's just that era, but it has me memorizing Parappa the Rapper for some reason. But the music in that game is really fucking good. You're basically a train. Like if all of those games had a baby, you're gonna push out Dash Attack, and it's basically a train. It's basically where you are there, like there's no other means of transportation in the game. There's no planes, there's no cars, because there's something, I forgot what it was throughout the story. I'm gonna look on YouTube for like a recap or to give me like a breakdown of the story, because I was paying attention, but some things I wasn't really paying attention to, so I ain't get the full, you know what I'm saying, the full walkthrough or the full rundown on the story, because I was just like, man, I'm trying to get on this shit so I could do these tricks in this motherfucker. But it is an interesting story. They have some history along, was it the game is the setting is in Japan, and like I said, they have a little bit of history when it comes to certain areas of Japan. I think a couple of those things are accurate, and then its own lore with its own history within the game. Like the lore is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But you basically, instead of you doing tricks with a skateboard or a snowboard and shit like that, you doing tricks with a train, bruh. And what I love about the game the most, even though towards the end of the game my eyes were starting to like, I'm like, I might need to put this shit down for a little bit. Like I need to look away, because it was just a lot of these bright colors, a lot of symmetry going on. It was just a lot for me to keep up. But you basically, instead of you doing tricks and shit with a skateboard and a snowboard, you're doing it with a train, and all the art style is beautiful. They know how they kept the game fresh. I think I put in, what was it, 15 hours in the game or something like that. Let me just check real quick for you, because again, it was pretty fun. I uninstalled it as soon as I was done. But so I put in 15 hours. I put in 15 hours on the game, so it don't take you long to beat at all. You can obviously put in more games because it has a lot of replayability and shit like that. But going back to what I like the most about the game, not only does it look beautiful, but it knows how to keep the game fresh. They are always throwing new mechanics at you each chapter. I'm like, damn, and there's 9 chapters in the game, and you are learning all of these new mechanics, and then towards the end, you got to put everything that you learn to the test to get the highest score that you possibly can. The game is fire, bruh. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This might be the best game I played this year. I'm still playing through the Adventures of Elliot and Men of the Hollow and Lego Batman, but I did finish 007 First Light, Pragmata, and Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9 was my game of the year, but and all 3 of those games are great. And I still want to get through the Adventures of Elliot and Men of the Hollow. I love those games as well from what I played so far. But I think Dash Attack is the most unique game that I've played this year, if not in a very long time. And I think this is my game of the year so far, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you have not played it, you're not gonna understand. 9 out of 10. Like, I highly recommend this game. I really, really do. It's so much fun. It's beautiful. It's unique looking. Like, this is gonna, like 20 years from now, you can go back and play this game. You're like, damn, this don't feel a day old. This feel like this shit just came out. The replayability is there because you can get bronze, silver, and gold medals. And I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot to get golds, bronze, and gold. Like it takes a while. It takes a lot to try to get silver and gold medals. Like you would have to really put your skills to the test when you're trying to get that gold medal. I got 1 silver medal in that motherfucker, bro. And that was towards the end parts of the game, where the end parts of the game is a little bit tougher than from when you're starting off. And and not only that, you have a wide selection of trains, and you can customize the trains based off of the stickers and the paint that you can buy within the game. No microtransactions when I mean buy. It's sad that I gotta say that, but it is what it is. You don't have to buy it with your own money. You basically have to collect certain items, just like in Tony Hawk, and you can use those items to spin in game. The game also has cheat codes. Listen, this shit is fire, bro. This is a call back to the early 2000s, but it's modernized to the point where it's just like, man, although this game reminds me of all of the games that I mentioned prior, but this is its own unique game. You understand what I'm saying? I love this shit. And it's funny because I remember when this was announced and I was like, I don't know if I really want to play this game because, you know, it looked interesting, but I just, Give it some time. My homegirl, hey, play this shit. I'm telling you, this shit raw as hell. This shit cool. It's so fun. Whoop the bam. I said, all right, bet. From the time I boot up the game, within the first, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes, I said, oh yeah, this game is fun as fuck. Maybe a little bit sooner than that. But for that short amount of, I put in 15 hours. So just within that short amount of time, I was all over this shit, bro. I was like, yeah, Densha Attack is definitely one of them ones, man. This is such a fun game. I cannot recommend this shit enough. I'm telling you now, 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10, but it was a couple times where in the game where like the controls felt a little unresponsive, and you don't have to worry about that for the most part, because I didn't really have the issue. It was towards the later parts of the game when things really start to pick up. I was like, damn, here it feels a little unresponsive, but it didn't keep me from beating the game or progressing through the game or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, bro. This shit was made with a labor of love. This shit was made with a labor of love, bro. Go check out Densha Attack today. 9 out of 10. Can't recommend it enough. I'm telling you. Like, I have the urge to play that shit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Moving on though, Gears of War, that shit looks amazing. They will have an open beta. So the pre-order beta, I believe that's still going right now. Where at the time of this recording it might be done, and then they have the open beta, I believe, on the 16th or the 17th or something like that. So they showed us a gameplay reveal, and I was like, yeah, this is a day one cop. It looks good. It's a prequel to the original trilogy. I cannot wait for this shit to drop. I really can't wait to play the beta, because that's really gonna determine if I'm gonna buy this game or not. You understand what I'm saying? I love Gears of War. If you know me, I grew up playing Gears of War from the first one. You understand what I'm saying? Me and my best friend of almost of over 20 years at this point grew up playing Gears of War together. We was on the Xbox 360 going fucking crazy. You understand? So many memories with this shit right here. And again, this looks good. It looks good. I can't wait to play the beta, bro. I think it's gonna be fire. I want to try that horror mode, and I'm really ready to get back into that multiplayer, because like horror mode was cool. I actually did play that quite often, but I always found myself going back and playing that and playing that multiplayer mode, bro. Execution, King of the Hill, those were my 2 favorite game modes, and I hope they bring Execution back. They got King of the Hill back. I'm about to be on this shit like white on rice, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope they extend the beta depending on the reception behind it and shit like that, just so I could play it for a couple more weeks, bro. And this is gonna come out a few days after Mortal Shell 2, which is a day one cop. Listen, I think I said this last week, but I think this is the best year in video games ever. This just might be the best year. I'm gonna have to wait till everything come out and play certain games, because I beat 3 games. I'm about to beat 3 more games, which is like with Lego Batman, Mina the Hollower, The Adventures of Elliot, Mortal Shell 2. Oh, and I want to get A Plague's Tale Resonance. I do want to get that and finish that, and then I want to get Onimusha, beat that, finish that. I want to get Control. Well, I said, hold on. Control Resonance, I believe. No, Resonance, and then A Plague's Tale Resonance. I think. I think that's how that shit went. But anyways, I'm going to beat the most games I ever beat in a year, in a very, very long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know you heard my dogs barking. That's because they hear somebody else barking. We're just gonna just talk past that, man. We're just gonna talk over that shit. Somebody dog is barking and it's making them bark. I don't know who it is. They need to get that motherfucker under control though, because my dogs don't just be barking like that for no motherfucking reason. But anyways, yeah, man, this year in gaming is great. So y'all basically got the good news surrounding all of that shit. Now let's go ahead and get into the bad news surrounding all of this shit. It really seemed like Sony is trying to play in y'all face, bro. And I say y'all because I'm pretty sure a good portion of y'all that listen to this shit have Sony products, some form of Sony product. Let me not say Sony product, some form of a PlayStation product. I don't have any. I don't have a controller. I don't have a goddamn console. The only thing that I have that's PlayStation, honestly, is this Marvel Tocom. But this shit is on PC. They made me sign in with my damn PlayStation account. That shit whack. But anyways, it seems like they playing in people's face. And the reason why I say that I think they playing in people's face is because y'all know they're going away from all physical discs. Y'all know they're going away from all physical discs starting in 2028. Anything that's physical disc when it comes to gaming, they done with that shit. It's finito, boy, over with. But they talking about dropping vinyl. I don't know when the vinyl is gonna come out. It doesn't even matter. I don't even want to give y'all the date. I don't even want y'all going to look that shit up because it might entice y'all to buy it. I was telling folks in my short form videos, don't go buy this shit, bro, because they talking about, oh, physical media, it's inevitable that it's going away. Everything's going digital, this, that, and the third. If that's the case and you really feel that way, then why the fuck are y'all trying to release some vinyl? You understand what I'm saying? That's physical media. You feel me? That don't make no sense to me. What the fuck is really going on? So I was basically saying in my shorts videos, like, yo, if you could find these products elsewhere, don't buy this shit from the Sony store. Don't buy this shit, anything related out of their store, period. Buy that shit third party because they playing, bro. And the best way that we can vote with a lot of things is by voting with our wallet, bro. Our quality of life can really improve if we vote with, if we end up voting with our wallet alone, taking our dollar and putting it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Not these greedy ass corporations like Amazon. They are going to continue to push out the mom and pop shops, bro. We don't want that, because that means Amazon will have full control over like the distribution market, basically. Like, you know, if you are gonna buy physical media, vinyl, CDs, whatever the case, if Amazon has it, then you're gonna buy it straight through them. Clothes, what is like stopping Amazon from taking out the Nike stores or buying out the Nike stores? You understand what I'm saying? Buying that shit out and then not replace them with Amazon stores, but replace that whole lot with a fucking Amazon warehouse. And they got a partnership with PlayStation when they got a partnership with Nike, and all Nike shipments go through Amazon. Like, what is stopping that from happening? Honestly, think about that. I bet you didn't even think about that before. Like, what is stopping Amazon from, you know, buying out these goddamn, I don't know, just all of these retail stores, bro, and just turning that shit into whatever the fuck, warehousing and shit for them to add more productions with a bunch of robots running the production. Sound like a conspiracy theory. It sounds like a conspiracy theory until it ain't. Right? Just think, like, what is stopping them from doing that shit? You understand what I'm saying? And I know they are a huge conglomerate. They global at this point. They are $1 trillion company, I believe. Like, it seems like it ain't no stopping them. But at this point in time, I say for these next 4 years, we can still make a change when it comes to what's in demand. We don't have to order for Amazon. I know that shit is convenient. Their workers is being ran to the fucking, I be seeing Amazon workers pass through these apartments and shit, and every time they get out, they jogging in some capacity. Power walking, jogging in some capacity. I'm like, damn, it's really like that? Then you see videos on TikTok and shit, it's really like that. Motherfuckers, I'm like, damn, this shit is not no joke. This shit is not no joke. I know you can get the same day delivery. I know that shit is like, wow, really? This is, I know the convenience of it, but bro, we don't have to shop from them. Like, I don't go into Target at all. They not getting my black dollar. Amazon, I canceled my Amazon subscription. Nigga, I hit the alleged sites allegedly and I see what the fuck got going on. You understand me? Nigga, I haven't shopped from Amazon in like 2 years. Yeah, I haven't shopped from Amazon in like 2 years at this point. You know why? Because I go to farmers markets. It's a lot of mom and pop shops around here that sell certain things that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna support them instead of me supporting these big ass companies. And again, I know convenience is the thing, but just think about it. You buy it, you think about, damn, I could use this. Do you really, if you buy it, do you really need that motherfucker today? Especially if you ain't gonna touch it for the next week anyway. Like, do you really need that thing that day? Probably not. So why not just wait? Put your money to the side. You fed me for that thing. Don't impulse buy, you know what I'm saying? Have some self-control out this motherfucker. And then make your purchase at some other spot that ain't got nothing to do with Amazon. You understand? I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money, but I am telling you where to spend that motherfucker. You understand me? Like, I feel like I better have to cough and shit. I feel like this is more important now than ever, bro. That we have to vote with our wallet, like that we gotta make a change. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep talking about this shit every episode, every video, you know what I'm saying? Every stream that I do, I'm gonna constantly bring it up. I don't give a fuck if it make niggas uncomfortable or if they feel like, you know, I'm buzz killing thing or bringing it. I don't give a fuck, because this shit is reality. It's too many motherfuckers that want to escape shit instead of facing things head on. Hold on, my bad. I'm yelling. I'm yelling. Let me bring it back down. It's too many niggas out here that is scared, that want to just duck and cover and not face shit head on and really think about what really needs to be done out this motherfucker to make a change, bro. Everybody is stuck on one way of doing things, and there's always more than one way of doing something. You understand what I'm saying? Stand the fuck up. Y'all niggas falling. Do you know how they say, if you don't stand for nothing, you will fall for anything? Y'all niggas falling for everything. Y'all niggas falling for everything, G. So, taking it back to Sony, I know that was a little tangent, but it had to be said. Don't support that Sony bullshit, bro. I'm telling y'all, that shit, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. They ass trying to sell vinyl. Here we go with this barking shit too. They ass trying to sell this vinyl. Let me pick this little nigga up. They trying to sell this vinyl while at the same time getting rid of disc. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro, whatsoever. I think this is the first time Benny been on camera. Brandy over here walking around. Oh, there she go. You can see her, the little blurred. But yeah, I think this is the first time Benny been on camera. That boy want to kiss. Yeah, man, it's some sick shit, bro. It's some sick shit. And when I talk about this, and I read my comments all the time, and you know what? Like with certain videos, it seems like folks just are obtuse on purpose. They just don't get it. And then there's other videos where I was talking about this particular topic, and you know, people gave me a little hope. I was like, oh shit. They're like, I'm not supporting this shit. Sony is this, that, and the third. It doesn't really matter. Like that video, I believe I ain't seen not one contrarian comment, which I implore. I take on the contrarian comments, because you know it involves engagement. I might go back and forth with that motherfucker, but I didn't see not one contrarian comment, and I was like, oh, this is decent as hell, boy. I said, okay, say less. People are with it, bro, because they starting to see. And I think it takes voices like mine or other content creators that are hip to a lot of this shit to really see, like, okay, I need to continue. And not the ones that just succumb to anything, but the ones that really like, okay, I see where this is going. This is not cool. Let's continue to speak out on this. You understand what I'm saying? It just take one motherfucker, and I might be that one motherfucker to really, you know, get the message across to enough people who are like, you know, I'm not doing this shit. And then they spread the message to their people, and they be like, hey, I'm not doing this shit. It's so possible. It's so possible. We don't gotta support. We don't have to buy this shit, y'all. We don't have to support none of it. We really don't. We really don't. So yeah, man, Sony playing in people's face, but they on bullshit. I have put this on the note, so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it. But Sony, in case y'all didn't know this, and I think this is another reason why they are making everything digital. So hopefully, this is the optimistic me side. The optimistic me. This is the optimistic side of me. What the fuck, English, nigga? That's thinking like, okay, maybe this will allow some form of ownership when it comes to buying these video games and whatever else that we buy within the Sony ecosystem, which I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't want to be in the Sony ecosystem because I like being on decentralized platforms like PC where I have multiple storefronts like Steam, GOG. You understand what I'm saying? I got the Xbox app on this motherfucker so I can buy games on there if I want to as well. You know, the Epic Game Store, shit like that, bro. Like I can buy games wherever I want and catch discounts on and catch free games on a lot of these platforms as well. But I think this is the reason why Sony is, you know, trying to make, they're going away from physical and they're going to make everything digital, is because they're going to put everything that they have on a blockchain, which is going to make it hard to mess with the SKU numbers and shit like that, because everything that they're going to produce will be accounted for. So say if they make, let's say they make, and it might be a lot easier for them to track games and shit like that if they put them on the blockchain. They already have their own blockchain, which is built on top of Ethereum, which is called Sonium. Look that shit up, bruh. And they're gonna put all of these games on the blockchain. So say if they make 5 million games, and it'll make a lot easier too to keep track of a lot of these numbers. So say if they make 5 million games, they'll put 5 million games on the blockchain, and that can never be changed. And then they can show like, okay, these amounts of games were sold, basically tokenized in these video games. These amount of games were sold, and tokenization, that's just a fancier way of saying NFT. They're gonna turn it into a non-fungible token. I know a lot of y'all might turn a blind eye. Look, just do y'all homework, bro. Just do y'all research. Y'all know what I'm talking about. NFTs, y'all gonna think about the Bored Ape shit or whatever the fuck they was going on with the celebrities and anything like that. Me, I seen that and I instantly knew, okay, NFTs, because I was studying it back then, and now I have a better understanding of it now. I already knew NFTs are gonna be more than just this shit here. Like I own an NFT. I own a couple NFTs actually, and you know I'm just sitting on them, bro, and they are worth something. You feel me? And with owning those NFTs, with owning this game is going to show, okay, you have ownership over this, and this can't be taken away from you because of X, Y, and Z. Like I said, that's just the optimistic side of me. But if they do put these games on the blockchain, or let me say if, but when they do put these games on the blockchain and they see each one is bought off of their chain and shit like that by use of cryptocurrency, whatever the case may be, a stable coin, because I can see a world where Sony has their own stable coin, which is really going to push and have it within their own closed ecosystem, because if they have their own stable coin, then they will take on a lot of the transaction fees as well. You know, a lot of transaction fees, Visa, MasterCard, they see a lot of those fees, but that's going to completely eliminate the middleman, and they'll get a lot of those transaction fees, and it'll keep count on everything that with everyone of everything or everybody that's buying these games. So hopefully with owning that tokenized asset, that tokenized game, hopefully it's an NFT that shows that you actually own that product. They don't have to do that. Will they do that? I don't know. I don't want to be too optimistic, but I'm just hoping, bro. I'm just hoping that's the way that it's going to go. That's the future's going to go, but we just have to see, man. Like, there's a lot of positivity that can come from this cryptocurrency shit. It's just if the ones that run everything are going to want it to, you know, be made through some positive shit, because it got its pros and cons, its negatives and positives, just like anything else. You understand what I'm saying? And it's for us to demand it. Like, we can't just sit here and be like, oh, we want. You know, they give us a product and it is what it is. We ain't got no backlash for it. And if they do get backlash and there's nothing that changed, we got to fight for that change. But enough of us have to fight for that change. You understand what I'm saying? And really, over 50% of people that are in the PlayStation ecosystem or are just gamers in general, they have more than 50%, more than 50%. So above the average, have to be like, hey, I'm not doing that shit. And if that happens, then we could see a change. Like, they only take 50%, bro. Just half. Not even 60. Just half. That's 51%. I mean, not just half, over half. Well, shit. Yeah, 50%, but 51%. Let's just say over half. 51%. That's all you need to make a change, bro. That's it. That's all you need to make a change. That 1% matters. It really do. So, yeah, man. Like I said, I hope that this is I hope that this is where the route is going as far as ownership, because there's a small fight right now, at least over the internet, where people are like, I'm not gonna buy anything PlayStation, this, that, and the third. We got to fight for physical copies. There was a petition going around that got shot down. All of that shit. I think it's just the uphill battle. That's a losing battle. But still fight the good fight, though. Still talk about it. Still do what you got to do to protest, whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? But I think more of the fight needs to shift focus towards ownership. Like, we got to talk about ownership. Like, and the reason why I bring that up, because what is going to stop Sony from eradicating your library? Like, Sony and Microsoft, they service had went down. And when people's service had went down, they didn't have access to their video games that was digitally downloaded in their library. And it was some people saying that they didn't even have access to the games that they had a disc for, because when you put the disc in, that's basically just a key, bro. You got to download the game from the internet anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just put that bitch in and play like how you did on the Xbox 360, PS3, PS2, PS1, GameCube, that era, the original Xbox, that era. That shit long gone, dead and gone. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Do your homework if you are interested in that, especially if you're a gamer, and if you are a nerd like how you claim to be. Maybe this interests you. Maybe this interests you in some ways, in form of fashion. You understand what I'm saying? Just read about it just a little bit, just so that way I have a little bit of that knowledge. Because it's one thing to be ignorant, but you don't have to. You don't. The choice is yours to stay ignorant. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I'm bringing this information to you, bro, so that way you can, look at this information for yourself and make the judgment for yourself. You feel me? This shit just sucks, man. It like I said, it sucks how they doing things, but we don't have to settle for it. And hopefully with this blockchain shit, because everything going on the blockchain, everything's going on the blockchain. Everything's being tokenized. Everything's being turned into an NFT, for lack of a better term, a non-fungible token. Everything is getting turned into that, whether you like it or not. Nigga, your birth certificate, wedding certificate, nigga, all of that shit, social security cards, all that shit getting tokenized, bruh. All of it. All of it. We just got to figure out how we are the ones that can own it, and nobody else can. And if we need to see how we can get that authority if we want to lend it or sell it. Sell our own data, shit like that. We got to see if we can, figure out how to handle that part of it. You understand? But moving on, Rockstar. Listen, man. Everything that Rockstar has been doing when it comes to GTA 6 has been anti-consumer as a motherfucker. Now it's to the point where, how niggas like to say, we've hit the final boss of capitalism. I still don't think we hit the final boss of capitalism. I think we have one more level to go, so we're not that far off. We have one more level to go. But this might be pretty fucking close to the final boss. This might be pretty fucking close, but I think we still got one more level to go where it's like, okay, now we fucking tweaking. And what I mean by that, they start charging for air. You understand what I'm saying? And they already making us pay for water. I think the final form of capitalism was paying for water, but that's another conversation that's a conversation for another day. You feel me? But Grand Theft Auto 6, bro. Grand Theft Auto 6 and Netflix have like a small partnership. I don't know how the extent of this and how far it'll go, because I think it might get worse from here when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6 and Netflix. But Rockstar and Netflix have a partnership or some type of exclusive deal to where you will have to subscribe to Netflix to watch the next trailer, the extended trailer. So we might not even see in the gameplay, but an extended trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. And then it's gonna drop on YouTube and everywhere else 6 hours later. Nasty fucking work. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the problem? It doesn't benefit the consumer at all. They're making you, the Black Hokage gave a perspective, and I was like, damn, I wish I thought about this. Cause I'm like, this ain't cool, but to get the gist of, he said it's an ad, which yes, these trailers, they don't call it that, but it's just advertisement. And you wanna know what I learned? Advertisement in Portuguese is propaganda or something like that. Hold on, bro. Let me look this shit up, bro. It's that fucking deep, man. It's that fucking deep. I've never been that. It's not that deep type of guy. Like just with certain things, that doesn't affect real life shit. You're like, okay, it ain't that deep, bro. You tripping. But with most things, I've always felt like it's always been that deep. I've always been that type of guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's, hold on, bro. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Hold on. Because, let me look this shit up. So Portuguese advertising, I believe is how you say it's anuncio or whatever, but it's a propaganda. A propaganda, advertisement, publicity, commercial. It's propaganda. Yeah, in Portuguese, advertising translates primarily to public dade or propaganda. I don't know how they say that shit in Portuguese, but it's propaganda. That's crazy, bro. It's really that deep. This shit is propaganda. You understand? And it's anti-consumer as fuck because they're making you to pay a subscription to watch an ad to get you to pay for a video game. Let me say that one more time. If you want to watch a trailer early and not have to wait the 6 hours before it drop on YouTube, you will have to pay a subscription service to get access to Netflix, to gain access to Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, which is an advertisement to get you to pay for Grand Theft Auto 6. Crazy work. It's an advertisement, y'all. Don't buy this shit. And don't subscribe to Netflix, bro. Because I guarantee you a vast majority, because this is gonna just push Netflix numbers up. This is nasty work. And I can see this happening with more games. Like this is just the brink of it, bro. This is the first time this has happened, and this is the brink of more shit happening within the gaming industry that's just anti-consumer as a motherfucker. You gotta pay Netflix to watch an ad? Nigga, stop playing. And then motherfuckers are saying it's gonna drop on YouTube. Motherfuckers in my comments, I dropped the video yesterday. I recorded it, I dropped it yesterday. And normally I don't do that. But I felt like I need to in that moment. I needed to in that moment. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna record and I'm gonna put this bitch out, publish it right then and there as soon as I'm done. And niggas was in my comments talking about some, well, I don't know why y'all crying. It's gonna drop 6 hours later on YouTube. Like, bitch. You bitch ass nigga. That's not the point. It's the principle, nigga. It's the point of it being anti-consumer. Pay Netflix to watch an ad to pet. Stop it, G. What is wrong with niggas? They love defending they daddy corporation. Like niggas have Rockstar's dick so far down their throat. This is listen, Rockstar is getting the best head they ever gotten in their life, bruh. Real shit. This is nasty work. I don't support this. Do not subscribe to Netflix, because I was about to say this earlier. Because I guarantee you, for a good portion of people that's going to subscribe to Netflix to watch this trailer early, they're going to forget that they even subscribe to Netflix. And then this is going to be another subscription service that they are paying for that they're not even fucking using. They're not even going to know. They're going to be charged $20 a month. That's $20 a month they can use to invest and save, or whatever the case may be, for a meal. If they want to eat off of that money, whatever the case may be, bruh. Because they're going to forget. They're going to forget. Listen, if you are listening to this, please share this with them. Share this with them. Don't let this message just stop with you. Please share this shit with them. Because we got a band together, my nigga. And really tell motherfuckers, like, we don't have to settle for this shit, bro. We really don't. We don't have to settle for this. Because if we do, ain't no telling how bad this shit is gonna get, honestly. Ain't no telling how bad this shit is gonna get. You understand me? I really man, just don't support this shit, bro. Honestly, I'm at loss for words at this point. I'm at loss for words for this at this point. Don't fall for this propaganda, man. Just don't. Just save your money. It's not that serious to watch a trailer. It's really not. It's really not. It's crazy how some people was defending this shit on Twitter. I'm just like, yo, people are really defending this shit. Instead of speaking against it, if you in the middle, you for it, nigga. Instead of speaking against it, motherfuckers want to be in the middle. Why? I don't see the problem with Grand Theft Auto, with Rockstar doing this at all with Netflix because of whatever like, come on, G, really? Really? You don't see the problem with this? It's not anti-consumer because it's gonna drop on, come on, G. Niggas is actually saying this shit is not anti-consumer. Man, I'm moving on, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm moving on. Movies, TV, only thing I'm talking about is the new Spider-Man. Oh, well, that's not what I'm talking about. There's a show that me and my girl got put on by my mama-in-law, and I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in a few. I forgot what it was called though, but it was pretty good. I know the plot a little bit. With Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not gonna talk about spoilers here or anything like that, but god damn it, that shit was great. Really good movie. I think Marvel might be back. We got to see what that Doomsday is hitting on, coming out in December this year. But I think Marvel is back, bro. I think Marvel is back. Love the way they went with the story. The fight scenes were fire. A lot of those fight scenes were taken from the video game. If you know, you know. We was in the movie theater, and there were certain moves and certain fight moves that he was doing in the movie, and I had to lean into my girl. It was like, oh, that was in the video game. That was in the video game. I remember doing that. That was in it. Like that was in the game too. Like, if y'all saw that scene where he fought the hand, if you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if y'all saw the scene where he fought the hand and towards the end him fighting the hand and the move that he did, that's in the video game. I was like, wow, that shit is pretty fucking cool, bro. I said, you know what? They got this shit. And I think, honestly, if Tom Holland was solidified as the best Spider-Man, this movie right here solidifies Tom Holland as the best Spider-Man, bro. It's best Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Best Spider-Man and Peter Parker. He's the best one, bro. He's the best one for sure. Now, I would like to see a live action Miles Morales. I think that might fuck around and be the best Spider-Man. But I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man and Peter Parker, period. Hands down. I don't care. You can hate on them all you want. That boy improves every time. Like, he gets better with his acting every single time, man. Every single time. That nigga was fucked up about MJ. You could see it all in his face. Like, I can't go any further without spoiling it, but I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day, bro. That shit was so fucking good. And now that we have more of his villains and we've seen more of his villains. I can't wait to see them through more of his Spider-Man movies. And if you stay towards the after credits, if you stay for the after credits scene got me thinking, damn, is it this one or is it that one? Who is this? Is it this one or is it that one? All right, man. Go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day. 8.5 out of 10, bro. 8.5 out of 10. We need another one. I can't wait for the next one, bro. I cannot wait for the next one. Honestly, like this shit is gonna be fire. This shit is gonna be fire. Comics and books. I haven't been reading the comics because I'm almost done reading Ray Dalio Changing the World Order. I have one more chapter. And then I am done. One thing I want to speak about when it comes to this book. Ray Dalio was talking about how in 2020, because the book came out in 2023 now, I'm pretty sure he was writing this shit for a few years, and he was basically saying where the future is going as far as the global economy. Y'all know China is the rising superpower. America is declining ever so surely. Especially when it comes to goddamn, when it comes to the de-dollarization of the U.S. dollar. You know, we have these wars. China is advancing through technology. He was talking about the fight over Taiwan, which that is still that's a big contention right now. That can happen any minute, honestly. And that's gonna decimate the economy. You know, the sanction of the cutting off of exports of precious metals. Remember, word was getting around that China might end up doing that. He talked about that in the book, and this is in chapter 13 with the U.S. and China's relations or something like that. Go, if you want to get this book and skip straight to that chapter, go do that. Now, the rest of the book, it gives you a big understanding of what's going on and the cycles of everything, this, that, and the third, how capitalism started, is that, you know what I'm saying, where it started, this, that, and the third. You know, he ain't talk about the how capitalism started in America, though. It just started with enslaved people, my people, our people, you understand? But anyways, we ain't gonna never forget that. But anyways, if you go to chapter 13, read up on China and U.S. relations, that chapter, you're like, you're gonna be like, wow, I should have been reading this book. And I bought this book 2 years ago. Well, I think 3 years ago. I bought this book 3 years ago, I believe. Yeah, I bought this book 3 years ago, and I just started reading this motherfucker. And I'm just like, damn, I wish I read this shit then. But I'm glad I'm reading it now. And everything that's happening, he's talking about it in this book, bro. Fight over oil. You know what I'm saying? The rising in technology in China, the fall of it, or the stagnation of technology in America. It's nasty work. Right now, I'm gonna just say it right now. Although the U.S. dollar is still the dominant U.S. Global currency, I'm gonna say that right now, America is no longer the dominant superpower. It's one of but it's not the most dominant anymore. That's over with. It's right now. Now it's China. It is what it is. It's China. And although everybody is going to be on an even playing field when it comes to certain things, as far as like economics and shit, but right now, it's China. America was so bogus and so damn dumb. They took the jobs away from America and pushed them out into China because of cheaper labor. Not only is it cheaper labor, they borrowed a lot of money from China, put America in huge amounts of debt. We are $40 trillion in debt, I think, right now. 40 trillion. We was just at 39 last year, or at the top of this year, just at 39. We at 40 trillion, I believe. Matter of fact, I could check for you. U.S. debt clock, real time. Let me go ahead and put this on the big screen, but for those of you who are watching, I said the big screen. For those of you who are watching the video version, y'all see, okay, we are almost there. This is the U.S. national debt clock. You can get this shit. I got this motherfucker bookmark. We are at 900,000. It just keep going, bro. So by the end of this year, I believe we will be at $40 trillion in debt. We're not making enough in taxes, which is crazy that we paying taxes. We're not making enough in taxes to pay off the interest off this debt. This debt will never be repaid. This debt will never be repaid ever. I know, Benny, it's crazy, right? Y'all heard him? This debt will never be repaid, bro. So this is why I'm bringing the information to y'all, man. America bogus as hell. They took out a lot of debt. They brought a lot of money from China, put America in through so much debt, and then started using that same money to buy the products from China. Crazy. America stopped being a country in the 60s, and it became a corporation a long time ago. America is just a big ass corporation. It's no longer the United States of America, the United States of countries. What is going to stop America from asking these trillion-dollar companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Apple to bail them out? Full control will be with these companies. These companies are buying up a lot of the land, water, food, have control over these things. You understand? Like they are buying up all of this shit. I just think that let me say this first. I'm glad that I am reading up on these things and staying in tune with a lot of this shit, because I have the opportunity to bring y'all this information and to break it down to the simplest degree, if able. And then y'all can take this information and y'all can show niggas this damn podcast, and y'all can be like, look, listen to him. Look what he talking about. Let's go look this up. Damn, he right. I'm not right. I'm just giving the information and knowledge that I'm taking on. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. I'm not here to be right. I'm here to spread a message and to get niggas aware and to stay on my P's and Q's. You understand? Me talking about this inspires me to do more things for more people. You feel me? So it's just, I want niggas to wake the fuck up, smell the coffee, and just be ready for whatever is to come if we aren't ready to make a change. You understand? Things are changing, and they're changing fast. By 2030, what we know what the world looks like now, it's not gonna look like that by 2030. The world looked completely different from 2019 to 2020, you know, with the pandemic and everything. The world looks completely different now. We only 6 years from 2020. That wasn't that long ago, and the world looks vastly different. So just think 10 years from 2020, how vast the world is gonna look. I'm gonna be 35 in 2020. I'm gonna be 35 in 2030. The world's gonna look so different, but I'm preparing myself ever so surely. Making sure that I stay on my P's and Q's. And the way that I prepare myself for this is that I read about this stuff, seeing what I can do to make a change and continue on with that change. The way things are going, we don't have to settle for this shit, y'all. We really don't. If we settle, listen, You will own nothing and be happy by 2030. You already own nothing and you pissed off. Think about that for a second. You own nothing and you pissed off. You don't own your phone. You don't own your car. You don't own your house. Because you either A, paying mortgage and property taxes, or B, you paid off the mortgage, depending on how old you are listening to this pod, and you still paying property taxes. You don't even own your own time because you're giving that shit to a corporation for 8 hours of the day. Some 9, 10, 11, 12 hours of the day. You don't even own your own time. You're being drained every day, going to a place that you fucking hate, and you don't want to be there, taking your time away from your family because you got to get some weak ass money to pay for groceries that's going up that's growing up rapidly. Things are already expensive in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Things are already getting expensive. It didn't feel that way, but things are already getting expensive 2018, 2019, 2017. Didn't feel it this much. That's because we haven't felt the full ramifications of the financial crisis that happened back in 2008 with the housing market crashing. We still feeling those effects right now. Then all of the debt that we take on, we still feeling that shit. The checks that niggas was getting because of the pandemic, that was like trillions of dollars. We still feeling that shit, which should have been the thing to begin with, but hey, whatever. That was the first test of UBI, Universal Basic Income. That was the first test. I think it worked. All of the money that they were giving to Israel, all of the money that they gave to Ukraine, we ain't even felt those effects yet. Now with the oil crisis, this is just speeding up the process of things getting more expensive. And once again, from what we're feeling right now is the shit that happened over the last 5 years. What's happening with everything that's going up. Now, with the shit with the Strait of Hormuz, we feeling that right now, with that being closed, but we not even close to feeling it. Every day that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, that's like 3 days worth of damage or something like that. That bitch is closed. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. So 6 to 12 months down the line, we're gonna be feeling this shit right now. We're going to be feeling this shit. What's happening right now, we're going to be feeling this shit. So, like I said, we already feeling it right. We already feeling it right now from what's happening, what's going on top of everything that happened over the last 5 years. Now, this shit is just amplifying it and making things go up even further. Or even more. Things are going up. So 6 to 12 months down the line, shit about to look nasty. Because we got dumbass niggas in positions of power that shouldn't be there, making decisions for millions upon millions. Well, shit, at this point, it's a global thing. Billions of people. You understand? It's nasty work out here, bruh. But I'm mentally preparing myself because of this book that I'm reading. You understand? And fully understanding, like, damn, this shit has always been a thing. And if we don't stand up to because this cycle doesn't have to repeat. We can stop the cycle right where it stands. But if we don't choose to, then this is what we get. So hopefully, this travels and get to people that need to hear it, and we start to come together and ask people, because y'all don't just have to ask me. Ask other people around you, with knowledge. Hey, where can I go shop for this? How can I help you? You understand what I'm saying? What meals do you need? You clean, hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type shit. Or I'll scratch your back right now, and you can scratch mine a little bit later. And really be a man of your word about it. You feel me? Make sure y'all stay hydrated. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, man. I have to clear my throat. But yeah, figure out what you can do right now. Ask around. Hey, wait, where can I shop other than where we've been shopping? Is there a farmer market going around? Hey, I see that you got a garden. What food you got back there? I pay a couple, you feel me? Or a matter of fact, I help you garden. I help you garden. You understand what I'm saying? There go the puppies again. I help you garden. You feel me? And you know, in exchange, let me get a little bit of food about you. You take that food and you cook. You cook, you meal prep, and you start to feed the community. Start with one house if you can. That'll help people, that'll alleviate for stress from figure out what they gotta cook for probably with they family and shit like that. And then that's extra groceries that they don't have to buy. It's all a connected thing. We can start right now. We can start right now. I'm getting my capital. I'm learning how to garden. I'm not just being about it. I'm not just talking about it. I'm being about it. You feel me? I'm doing this shit. I'm about to restart the garden and grow my own food. And I might not be cooking for niggas because that do take a lot of time. This is only for folks who got time on their hands or who can make time on their hands, or if you want to take a week off from work and then, you know what I'm saying, that'll help out. Take that time and don't just be selfish with it. Help other folks out. For me, give that food away. Give that food away. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, here goes some shit that you might have to eat today. Here goes some non-perishables, whatever. Hey, here you go. We can start right now. All right, word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day is dichotomy. It means a split or difference between two opposite things. Dichotomy. That's D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y. Dichotomy. So basically, you're gonna be like the dichotomy between apples and oranges, which, well, they both are fruit, but they're two different things. So the opposite. The dichotomy between, I guess, liberals and conservatives serves a purpose because of X, Y, and Z. I'm just making up a bullshit sentence. But that's the word of the day, man. Go look it up, see how you can use that in a sentence for yourself. The word of the day, again, is dichotomy. It means it means a split or difference between two opposite things. Now, benefits of fruits. I put dates on the list. Dates are on the list. Dates are on the list. Dates are on the fucking list. This is a powerful fruit. First of all, you can eat this. It's sweet. It has natural sugars, but you can eat it without spiking your blood sugar. So if you're eating cakes and cookies, you understand, you eating your favorite fucking I don't know. What's some shit y'all like to eat? I don't eat those type of sweets anymore. So I'm forgetting the Hostess snacks. I used to love the little Debbie snacks, the Star Crunches, the oatmeal cream pies, the fudge rounds. I'm starting to remember now because I'm talking about it. I used to love that shit, nigga. Donuts, nigga. Ooh, I used to love that shit. But I stopped eating that because it was no good. Empty calories, a lot of sugar. Nigga, I had went a whole year with no sugar. I used to have dark spots under my eyes. If you can find my older episodes of my pod, I used to have, like, they still there a little bit. They're going away even more now. I just need to do more to take care of that spot, those spots. But like, I used to have extremely dark spots under my eyes, and it's because of that. The insulin resistance. My neck used to be black as fuck because of that insulin resistance. My neck used to be so fucking dark. Now it's my actual skin tone. Like, my neck low key matches the skin color on my face now. You understand what I'm saying? Because I gave up sugar for a whole year. I was like, I'm not gonna eat no sugar this year. And I didn't. If I did go out to eat, I ain't order no dessert, none of that shit. I'm no sugar, period. The only sugars that I was eating was the natural sugar, which was like the dates, the honey, not too much of it, but those are the things that didn't spike my blood sugar. Strawberries, blueberries. I incorporated a whole lot of fruit, and dates are a big portion of my fruit intake, and benefits of them, they contain large amounts of vitamin B6, magnesium, potassium. So in case you don't want to eat bananas, because bananas, they can spike your blood sugar a little bit, depending on the time of day that you eat them. Eat you a date, bro. They so good too. They're really good. And let's just finish with the benefits first. It helps copper and manganese. And it's a natural sweetener. So if you want to use it, if you want to get date syrup and use it for your pancakes, stop using that weak ass what that used to be Aunt Jemima and Miss Butterworth. You don't want to use that shit no more. Get you some date syrup, get you some agave, natural syrups. You understand what I'm saying? Natural sugars, and it won't spike your blood sugar. And that shit is just as good, bro. Or get you some grade B maple syrup, 100% maple syrup. That's another one. It won't spike your blood sugar. All natural shit. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is fire, bro. Get away from that. Get away from that unnatural stuff, bro. That high fructose corn syrup bullshit that y'all be eating. Get away from it, bro. You don't need it. I'm telling you, the quality of your life will start to feel so much better. You're gonna notice a change in your appearance because you're getting away from all of these bullshit natural sugars and things that harm the body that really don't need to be there. You understand what I'm saying? They also contain smaller amounts of calcium, iron, zinc, and selenium. Dates are also packed with antioxidants, which can help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. It improves digestion and gut health, and also support heart health. So listen, man, dates is a powerful fruit that you can incorporate within your diet. And if you have a crazy sugar tooth, eat you about 4 or 5 dates and you're gonna be good, and your blood sugar is not going to spike. I'm telling you, man, I eat dates. I eat like 2 to 4 dates every single day. Because I make a peanut butter sandwich where I throw some hemp seeds on it. Sometimes I throw nuts in it, like pumpkin seeds, walnuts, cashews. Sometimes I throw them in there. If not, I take bread, slap it over with some peanut butter, throw some hemp seeds on there, get 88% or 100% dark chocolate. I tend to go for either or because the dates is a good counter for the bitterness that you get from that chocolate. Because getting 88% to 100% of chocolate, which is the only chocolate that I eat, it has a lot of antioxidants, good iron, and it's good for your skin and shit like that. That's the only chocolate that I eat because it doesn't have that much sugar and the benefits behind it, and it's very, very bitter. So if you throw dates on there, which I do, it counteracts that bitterness. So I throw bananas in it as well. So I do bread, peanut butter, hemp seeds for the protein, extra protein because peanut butter, and I use all natural peanut butter as well. That has its own natural protein. Then I do bananas. I do a half a banana, the other half I just eat it. Half a banana, slice that up, throw that on there, chocolate on top. Bread with peanut butter on that. I took that motherfucker, I toast it, I throw it in the oven. I let the chocolate, because I freeze my chocolate, let the chocolate melt just a little bit, and that shit is one of the best sandwiches I ever have in my life, bro. So, and I take 2 to 4 dates. I take the date, split it in half, and that's basically what I eat. And again, the sugar from the date, the natural sugars from the dates, is a great counter to the bitterness of the chocolate. It's so fucking good, bro. Just try it. Like I said, all my shit is organic. It's all natural. If it's not organic, I tend to not eat it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the shift that I made within my diet. So, I'm basically on another non-sugar binge right now, like for the rest of this year, which I started I started last month. And I fell off a couple times. So the rest of this year, which I started in August, the rest of this year, no sugar at all. I'm good with that. And I'm taking a tolerance break too. So, because I smoke a lot of weed. So I'm going to take a tolerance break from smoking. For the rest of this year. Well, my birthday next month, so I might smoke a little bit for my birthday. Then I got the Earl sweatshirt and Mike concert coming up in October, so I might eat me an edible or something. But I'm not smoking. taking a tolerance break from that, and then I'm just gonna take a tolerance break period from just getting high in general, just to be sober for a little while. I tend to do this every now and then, but I love the feeling. I do love the feeling. I love being high. But anyways, get you some dates, bro. Get you some dates. And what I like about it too, you could chop it up and you could mix it in like a fruit bowl. So you can do strawberries, blueberries, some of your favorite fruits. You know, I don't know how dates would taste with like mango and shit like that with I don't know how dates would taste with like more tropical fruits. But yeah, like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. To get you some dates, a little bit of hemp seeds, cucumbers, chop that all up, put that shit in the mixing bowl, bro. Man, listen, damn. I'm when I go grocery shopping, I'm doing that, bro. I'm gonna make me a nice little fruit bowl. I'm gonna buy a shit ton of fruit this time around. I'm gonna buy me a nice fruit bowl, and that's what I'm doing, bro. I might go on an all raw diet for a good month, cause like this month I'm changing up my recipe for what I cook every day, because I eat the same thing every month, and I eat the same thing. I eat the same thing for a whole month, and I change up the recipe. I'm just like that. I guess that you can call it discipline. I don't mind eating the same thing every day, especially for a whole month, because I'm changing it up anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Next month, maybe I'm gonna just make a lot of fruit bowls and salad bowls and shit like that. Packed with protein, all of this fruit, and just eat that for a whole month straight. Make sure I meal prep as much as I can. But anyways, nothing here nor there. Get you some dates. Those are the benefits of it. Really fucking good. Highly recommend it. I love me a date, bro. Listen, and they have different species of dates too. They have Halawi dates, Kadrawi dates, Medjool dates, and one of those tastes like butterscotch. That shit is so good. Oh my god, bro. And there's other different types of dates out there as well. But man, it's so good. Every time I go to the farmer's market, me and my girl, we go to the stand and they sell grapefruit and dates. And I always get like 2 pounds worth of dates, whatever ones we want to eat. Like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of dates. It's a lot of dates. And I get me like 4 to 6 grapefruit every single time, because it lasts me for the week. And then we go back to the farmer's market and then I re-up on the dates, or most likely the grapefruit, because I eat one grapefruit every single day, no matter what it is, whether it's the red grapefruit, goddamn the white grapefruit. What's another one? It don't really matter. If it's a grapefruit, I'm eating that motherfucker, bro. I love that shit. The fruit tastes like candy to me, man. I love it. I love it. All right. Now we are moving on to the important news. Still R.I.P. Nolan Wells. No arrest has been made at all. But I was looking up the Nolan Wells case as far as like from some news outlets and shit like that. I don't know if it's somebody in his family, but apparently somebody had made a bomb threat to the judge that's basically over the Nolan Wells case, because the judge was trying to cover it up and everything. They made a bomb threat and now they about to get 7 years in prison. They didn't disclose who that person is to Nolan Wells, but hopefully I can find that information sometime over the weekend or whatever the case may be when I look back into it. Yeah, man, it's I wish they never did that. I can't tell them how to go about their feelings and what to do, but I wish they never did that. Wish they went about this another way to try to get something done. Because, making that bomb threat, it scared them, but that's about it. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing is getting done. Like still no arrest has been made for this young man's death. That's fucking crazy, bro. This was a child, G. His throat was missing, abrasions to the back of his head. Sound like he was strangled. Motherfuckers tried to lie and say, they had to go back to shore. They left Nolan Wells back because he was like, he'd just catch another way out, whatever the case may be. But the people he went with, he was back. He came back by himself. I mean, they came back by themselves. because they said that water was trying to get into the boat or some shit like that. Just bullshit on top of bullshit. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Not one bit. There was this video I had seen on IG. It was disturbing as fuck. It was this black girl with these three white women. And I don't know, I guess they had got her like super fucking drunk. And like she was just out of it. You understand what I'm saying? And they was basically abusing her, bro. They was jumping on top of her with their knees, punching her in the face and shit, punching her in her ribs, and she just sitting there screaming, taking it like it was like disgusting apparently. And they had the nerve to say that they were her friends. They were not her friends. Time and time again, bro, this type of shit happens and nobody has anything to say about it. Nobody has anything to like, nobody's speaking out about this shit. But don't worry, I'm here. We have other content creators out here that's speaking out about this shit as well, bro. It's fucking disgusting and it's disturbing. It really is. I've never been the only black guy in a white friend group. Never. Ever. I hung out with some white folks, but I was never the only black motherfucker there. Never that. Never that. No more, bro. Hey, listen. Black parents, if you have children and they old enough and they old enough to have friends and their friends are predominantly white, or they are the only friend and the only black friend in their group, have them stay away as much as possible. Keep a close eye on them. Don't allow one black person to be in a group full of white folks. You know, this remind me of this content creator. He be going around, I think there's a couple others that be doing the same meta, but they be going around and they'll see like a black woman around in a group full of white guys or just a group full of white folks. You understand what I'm saying? Or they'll see a black dude and he the only black dude in a group full of white folks. Now I will say, the black dudes, they seem that they're lost, bruh. They ain't get out, nigga. They dude to walk up to him and like, hey, are you doing good, black man? You good? Hey, white people, y'all not doing anything to make this black man feel uncomfortable, right? And like sometimes and like a couple of times when I seen the black dudes, bro, they'll look at the other black man that's making these statements and he's staring at him, giving him the side eye and shit. Like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck on, like, bruh, cooned out. Nasty fucking word. But when it comes to the black women, no, I'm good, thank you. You know, they speak back. You understand what I'm saying? They actually show body language that they okay. You understand what I'm saying? That some of them will comment under the video and be like, we did this for a work day. This is only for a work day or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? It's just something. Just to say, yeah, I'm good. I was okay. Thank you, though. I don't believe being the only black person in the white group. I don't. And sometimes when you see shit like that, you just gotta let the coons stay where they may, bro. That's it. Speaking on black people, I don't speak on this much at all, but I will say we have much bigger fish to fry. This nigga got dog hair all over me. But we have much bigger fish to fry. I be scrolling through TikTok and sometimes, you know, I ignore it. But I tune in, I feel like, bruh, this is the conversation that we having, man. We have much bigger fish to fry. These bullshit conversations that niggas be having. Motherfuckers is too worried about a black woman coming outside in a bonnet. And now I'm starting to see a bonnet and a do-rag. So now people are worried about niggas coming out in do-rags. I wear a do-rag every day. I got one on right now in this video. Red, velvet, you know what I'm saying? Looking nice, you feel me? But that should be the least of our worries. Why does it matter to you what other people think about our people? Because that's only rooted in white supremacy. You worried about a black woman being in the bonnet saying it's unprofessional because the bitch want to step outside and be comfortable? What does that matter to you? And I see other black women speaking down on this shit. Like, bruh, there's no white folks be walking around in pajamas all motherfucking day and ain't got nothing to say about them. But when a black woman do it, anytime a black woman does something, and then another black person see it as ghetto or not fitting because white people don't see it as, will see them as ghetto or whatever the case may be, who gives a fuck, nigga? Don't nobody give a fuck what these people think and talk about, period. Nobody should give a fuck what these people talk about, period. Motherfuckers is still having these conversations talking about some, oh, should a man pay for everything? Or does a broke man deserve love? Or, you know, like, come on, G. Come on, G. These are the conversations that we having. And then I tune into one of them and folks are real deal arguing with each other, yelling at the top of their lungs over this shit. And it's like, G, we have bigger fish to fry, my nigga. We have bigger fish to fry. Folks can't eat. Things are going up. Black people are still dying at the hands of police and shit like that. Babies still getting abused and motherfuckers still hiding they pedophile ass uncle in the basement, not letting people know who he is and having other folks bring their kids around it. Like, we still have issues like that going around. Generational trauma that's happening right now. But these are the conversations that we having because of the way the motherfucker want to dress. If a motherfucker want to walk outside, you know what? Let me not even say that. Let me not even say that. Because things are so sexualized nowadays. Motherfuckers, things are just so sexualized nowadays. Like, we should be in a place in humankind with all of this common sense, with all of this knowledge that we have and passed down, and as much as we've done evolved as a human race, motherfuckers should be able to walk around butt booty ass naked without a nigga batting an eye, whether in a negative way. Well, yeah, within a negative way. They shouldn't be batting the eye at all in a negative way or in a sexual way at all. Motherfuckers should be able to walk around butt booty, bruh. I'm talking about butt booty ass naked and have nothing to say about it. And have nothing to say about it. But motherfuckers ain't that mature. Motherfuckers, you know, that goes into a lot of other shit, but it applies here. It applies here. I'll be saying these types of conversations all the time and I just ignore them. I'm just like, bruh, we could be having more productive conversations on how we could come up as a people. On how we can help one another rise above all of this shit. And to really see ourselves for who we really are. These are the conversations that we should be having, but instead we having bullshit conversations on, like, I haven't seen this in a while, and I'm glad that this shit is dead, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's circled back around. Who eat first? The father or the children? When my simple answer to that is, why ain't everybody eating with each other? So yeah, man, I want those bullshit ass conversations to stop, especially that bonnet shit. That bonnet shit is ridiculous, honestly. Like, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker want to come out in a bonnet. That ain't got nothing to do with me. How a motherfucker, what another motherfucker eat should not make you shit. Have y'all heard of that before? That shit don't matter if a bitch want to come out in pajamas and a bonnet. So what? They comfortable. So what? You acting like they going to a function. You acting like they going in for a job interview. That professionalism is killing y'all fucking brains. That shit, all of it is rooted in white supremacy and y'all don't even know it. Y'all can't see it, y'all can't even tell it. And if y'all did know, y'all wouldn't give a fuck no way, because y'all just want to judge a motherfucker because of how somebody dress. So what? moving on. Klarna. Y'all know Klarna, the buy now, pay later shit. You can split these payments in the 4 different payments, and you could pay over this certain amount of time for a month, putting motherfuckers in more debt. Well, guess what? They have now came out with a bank card / credit card. So you can use that card. I guess you can use it like a prepaid card. You could put money on it, I guess. I haven't looked into it because I'm like, man, I got to tell people about this. Don't use it. Don't use Klarna, period, but please don't get this fucking card. I guess you could put money on that motherfucker, right? And then you pay for whatever it is. Or I would assume this is how it works. You get the card, you use it if it has a certain amount of money on it, and then it splits your payments into separate payments and shit like that. And you have to pay that over time. But what if you don't pay it over time? That might fuck with your credit. Gonna put you in more debt, more shit that you can't pay for. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it, bro. But I do know a lot of y'all are using this shit to pay for groceries, and that's fucking sad. Nobody should have to do that at all. But because it is, man, try to stay away from this buy now, play later shit, bro. Klarna. I'm pretty sure certain apps do that shit as well. I think Cash App does it. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it, please. It's the only thing it's gonna do is put you back even more, bro. You're borrowing against your future self. You're borrowing against your future self. Do not fall for this shit. Do not use that shit. That's all I got to say on that, man. Just don't. Just have some self-control. If you can, manage your money better. Create a budget. If you don't have one, create a budget. Really see what's going in. Really see what everything that's coming in for your pay and what everything that's being dished out when you're paying for shit. And that's bills, little shit. It don't matter. Just calculate all of that, bro. And see where you can help yourself. You don't need Klarna. I'm telling you now, you don't need that shit. Do not use Klarna. All right, moving on to one of my favorite portions of the pod, and that's La Musica. Music. So, I didn't listen to any new music. I found a few artists, and I think I listened to one song from each of them. But I haven't listened to any new music, any new albums that dropped and shit like that. I haven't listened to them, but I did listen to a couple new songs, so I didn't really listen to a full new project. I'm still listening to Pompeii Utility and shit like that, bro. That shit got me in the chokehold. But I did find a few new artists. I'm looking on my damn Spotify right now, and why the fuck is MGK the first nigga I see? I don't even listen to MGK. I guess because they got Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, nah. We're gonna first of all, let's go to artists. Let's do this shit right now. Don't play this artist. Stop fucking playing on me. We're not doing that. You didn't know you can do that on Spotify, can't you? Yeah, you can do that. You can if there's an artist that you don't want to support or music that you don't want to hear from, you don't have to. You can go to don't play this artist and they won't play shit. Like Drake is on there. For me, it's don't play. Cardi B is on there. It's don't play. MGK now. And I think that's it. R. Kelly. And I think that's it. So yeah, man. I did find several artists, and the music that I did hear from them, I liked them all. So we got the DME. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I found her because SZA had retweeted her. Not retweeted. She reposted a video from her on her IG. And I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? And the song is called To Be a Girl. I think I'm gonna play that. I think that's gonna be the song that I play. And the shit was fire. I was like, oh, shorty can rap. Yes, shorty can rap. I love listening to new female artists, bro. She's from the Bronx. And she can rap. She can rap. I'm gonna play her. But I found her. What was it? Jezzaray. I heard this song called Real Love. I liked it. I was like, okay, I fuck with Jezzaray. She only got 4,000. Hold on. D Me, she has 2,320 listeners on Spotify. Jezza Ray, she has 4,314 listeners on Spotify. So yeah, man, I'm finding gems. Jaslyn Martin, she got 14,000 listeners on Spotify. Girl, that's a song that I heard. That's a song that I heard from her. And which is a really good song. And John Doe, or Gene Doe, my bad, Gene Doe, Jean Deaux, Jeandeaux, Gene Doe. Listen to the song. She got a song that I listen to. I guess it has Kalani on it. I didn't even realize, but it's called Anytime. She has 198,000 monthly listeners. So everybody's under a million. Everybody that I named is under 500K. Under 200K. Under 200K. Go listen to them. She's on that song with Jaslyn Martin called Girls Girl. The shit is good. Yeah, man, go listen to them, bro. Gene Doe, Jaslyn Martin, Jezza Ray, the Me. Fire. That's about all the new artists that I can put y'all on to. So now, let me go ahead and put y'all on to the Me. Let me make sure everything is right. YouTube, you already know, I apologize in advance. You will not be able to hear this shit, man. So this is To Be a Girl by the Me, man. Go ahead and enjoy this. This shit is so fucking fire. And that was To Be a Girl by the Me. That shit was fucking fire. First of all, beat on point. She can flow. She can rap her ass off, and she basically talking about niggas tripping, bro. Niggas that can't be, that can't take no for an answer. Motherfuckers that be out here, like you heard at the beginning. And you know niggas that not just saying that you know in person, because I don't know anybody in person that's like that, but motherfuckers that be trying to talk to a girl, then they get turned down for whatever the case may be, because she don't want to be bothered, or she got a man, whatever the case may be. Niggas be starting to tweak. Oh, well, fuck you then, bitch. I ain't like you no way. This, that, the third. Like, be going off on like, damn, bitch ass nigga. Damn. Calm down, boy. Nigga, you's a bitch. What the fuck? Like niggas really be tripping out here because a woman don't want to give them their time. Don't want to entertain that shit. Like, but just go on to the next one, but just move on. Shorty ain't feeling you. Just move her fuck around, shorty. So that's basically what she talking about, man. That shit fire. The Me can rap. This is who should be on XXL. Artists like her should be on XXL. I'm so glad that we have On the Radar, and that's like starting to become like a really big platform, because they be throwing some artists on there where it's like, okay, y'all, why the fuck y'all got them other artists they be having on there? I be like, damn, I fuck with it. You know, it's a good way for artists to get to, you know, gain exposure. You feel me? So I thoroughly I'm grateful for On the Radar. I try to keep up with it a little bit, man, as much as I can. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of dope ass artists out here, bro. I feel like they're being overlooked because a lot of people, especially a lot of the old heads, they be talking about, oh, this new generation of music, the 90s is way better, or when I coming up, my music was way better than this music today. Because I don't know which shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up. You don't listen to nobody. You ain't listen to nobody past 2010, nigga. Stop it. If you just expand your fucking horizons and get a grip, and you can see, oh damn, we got some artists out here that really can rap, that really take this rap shit serious. There's too many younger artists right now, too many new artists, up and coming artists right now that really take this shit serious. That really want to be like, oh, I want to be the best that I can be, and you could tell it in the words that the DME is a prime example right now. Is it the DME or Didiami? I believe it's the DME. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, I apologize. If you see this and I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. I really do. But listen, man, she hard, and I'm going back through her discography and shit from what she dropped, because I don't know if she has any more. I don't know if she has like full albums and shit like that, but on Spotify so far, she go all the way back to 2019. Wish I knew about this back in 2019, but I'm glad I know about it now. Shout out to SZA for reposting that shit, man. She can rap. She can rap. And we getting new singers, new R&B singers. They can sing and all that, bro. We have a lot of talent out here, man. And motherfuckers are overlooking it because they don't want to give the newer artists a chance. And it's like, are you really a fan of the music for real? Or do you just like to bitch, moan, and complain? Like, which one is it? Are you really a fan of this music shit? Or do you just want to bitch, moan, and complain? Which one is it? Stop hating on these young folks, bro. They serious about this shit. This shit getting them paid. It's getting them some recognition. And they are the new face of hip hop and rap. Period. No matter how you see it. I can name artists that are a little older to younger that are the faces of hip hop right now. Mike, Earl Sweatshirt, Westside Gun, Mavi, Conway the Machine, The DME, Rap City, Leisha G, Vader, who else? Y'all see I was going with that, right? I was trying, but we got Vader, Baby Mother, Jungle Pussy, shit, nigga, who else? It's a lot more artists. And those just the girls. Towards the end that I was naming, towards the end. You understand? Mate. Come on, bro. We have a lot of talent out here, man. And niggas is overlooking them because they want to hate. Just enjoy the new sound. That's it. And all of these artists, they not gonna be everybody, but nigga, Neonte, how could I forget to mention Neonte? Overcast, all of that shit, bro. All of that shit. We have so many new artists, so much new talent out here that is yearning to be discovered. Because the only thing it takes is like a voice like mine or something that SZA did, and it changes their life forever. I'm pretty sure that repost, that was a life-changing moment for the DME. You feel me? That was a life-changing moment. So yeah, man, go listen to all of these artists. 12K Gotti, Sinead, she's a singer, but Sinead, go listen to these artists, bro. And just embellish into the new sound. Just dive head first into that motherfucker, bro. Into the new sound of hip hop, the new faces of hip hop. This shit ain't gonna stop. I love the new sound of hip hop. I absolutely love it. And I still go back and listen to the old shit. I still go back and listen to Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep. You know, you feel me? I still go back and listen to Nas, Jay-Z old catalog. I still go back and listen to that shit. Nigga, I still go back and listen to a lot of this shit, man. AZ, MF Doom. You feel me? Extinction Level Event by Busta Rhymes. I still go back and listen to this shit, bro. EPMD, Brand Nubian. I'm still LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane. I'm still listening to this shit because I have a huge appreciation. Like, I'm 31, so like I had young parents, so I got a good mix between what was being pushed to my youth at the time and what my mom and my dad used to listen to. Common, Queen Latifah, Twister, you feel me? But I came up on Chief Keef, G Herbo, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I still Mac Miller, Kendrick, Absol. You understand what I'm saying? Like Danny Brown. Like I listen to that shit now. We got all these artists that I name. Navy Blue, Wiki, Neonte, Mike, Overcast, what's buddy name, man? Sideshow. Like I'm still like, you know, El Custo. I love the, listen, the old sound, what was in the middle, and now this new sound. I love all that shit, bro, because I'm a fan of hip hop. I love the music shit. I used to try to rap at one point. That's how much I love it. I want to get into making beats and stuff like that. Like, I love this hip hop shit. I really do. I just want to see if I can do it. I was all right with the pen. I was okay. It wasn't nothing crazy. I still got some of my old raps. Y'all will never hear them. But I still got some of my old raps. You understand? Like, bro, I love this hip hop shit, bro. The history that come behind it and all. I love all this shit. Because I'm just a fan of hip hop. So a lot of you niggas that don't want to get to know the new sound, y'all missing out on greatness, bro. Y'all keeping y'allself closed-minded. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you're not a fucking dog. You have full control. And even with a new dog, even with an old dog, you can still teach it something new. You just don't want to. That's all that is. You just don't want to. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Keep missing out, man. That's all I got to say. Keep missing out. Y'all ass tweaking, boy. Let's see. Now, my favorite part of the pod. Investing, man. Hey, listen. You already know. Create you a motherfucking budget. Hold on, let me move this. There we go. Create you a budget, right? Save as much as you can, but save it into something that's gonna pay you so that way your savings continue to grow without you having to continue to put as much money in it. So what I would do, right? If I got a savings account, I'm gonna just try it. And if I'm putting in $500 a month in my savings account and I'm making the extras and how much money I got in my savings, and I say I made $6 that month, I'm gonna put 400. I'm gonna put away like a certain amount every time, right? Or I can be like, okay, I got $6 coming in. This $6 less that I got to put in for this month. You understand what I'm saying? You can keep doing that, or just see how that try. That sound like it might be backwards, but whatever. Just try to see how it works. Or you get to a certain point, say you got 20,000 saved, and you was putting in a certain amount of money that was getting you this much a month. You can stop putting money into that shit. Now that extra 500 can go to something else. Once you got a certain amount of money saved, and now you got the savings account that's basically doing the work for you. It might not be as much as you was putting in, but you still got something that's growing. You understand what I'm saying? Investing, that shit takes time. It takes time, but with the profits, you can create systems that can shorten that time on the journey that you're trying to go. What do you mean by that, Vaughn? Well, let me tell you. Say you create a budget. That's your first system. That's your first system, is creating a budget. You get a paycheck because you're trading time for money. You got your debts and non-negotiables that's being taken out from the paycheck. You got which is like all your bills, grocery shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then that's paid. Then you then with the rest of that paycheck, which me, I kind of do it a different way. I pay myself first, so I save and then invest, and then I pay all my bills afterwards. That's just my system. But you pay all your bills and shit first, then you see what you got left. You want to take 15, 10%, you take it and you save that. You take the rest of it, or another 10 or 15%, and then you take that and you invest it. And you do that shit every single month. And you can invest it in crypto, stocks, gold, silver, whatever you want to invest in. Something that grows over time. You take that and you do that shit every single month. Then once those things, they profit, you take those profits, Then you say, okay, you can do the same thing, create a budget with your profit. Do you want to take extra? Do you want to take some of that and put it towards your goal, put it towards your destined non-negotiables, so that way you have extra money to free up for that next month? So like, say you made $200 extra, right? You want to take a certain percentage, you create a budget for that $200. Look, I'm gonna take this amount, This is gonna go towards the bills. This is gonna go towards whatever the case may be, and then the rest of this is gonna go in the rest of it is gonna go either in my savings account or it's gonna go into these investments. So that way that these extra investments are gonna pay me. I'll take that. If I made extra $200, I'm taking that extra $200 and I'm gonna put it into a dividend paying asset. Or I'm gonna put it into protection like life insurance, right? But let's just stick with the dividend paying asset. I'm gonna put it into a dividend paying asset. The dividends that I'm getting paid from that asset, I'm gonna then take that money and extract it. And I'm either gonna put it back into, and I'm either going to, put it back into my investments that I'm using for growth, or I'm going to put it into my cash value life insurance policy, whether it's a whole term life insurance policy or an IUL, which is an index universal life insurance policy. Once you build that life insurance policy up, or whatever the case may be, you can then borrow, when it's in the bear market, you can then borrow from your life insurance policy and buy more assets. Those profit, pay back that loan, then you buy more assets that's gonna pay you. So it takes time. So investing, it takes time, but with the profits that you gain, you can shorten that time by creating you a system. So budget, that's your first system. Saving and investing, that's your second system. You take those investments that you made the profits off of, then you throw it into a third system, which is going into one big system, but you're creating another system. You throw that shit into dividends. You take those dividends, you buy more assets, or you stuff your cash value life insurance policy as much as you can with the amount that you already putting in there. And then you just continue it from there. You create a flywheel. I talked about this before with having a flywheel in the system. You understand what I'm saying? That shit take time. And you find things that can beat the hurdle rate, which is basically the inflation rate. You understand what I'm saying? So if inflation is by 13%, then you find things that you can invest in that can beat the 13% inflation. So that might be Bitcoin. So you might want to save in Bitcoin. You understand what I'm saying? This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I am doing and what I would do if once, you know what I'm saying, when I gain the extra capital. So I get paid every week. You know that daily dividend paying asset, I'm now getting paid 2 cents a day. I'm now getting paid 2 cents a day. And that's from having 1 cent being reinvested back into that product. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm doing right now is I was funneling money into my dividend paying assets, but now I'm just taking that money, I'm putting it in crypto as much as I can. Once that shit go up, because I'm gonna borrow from my life insurance policy soon, as well. I'm just stuffing as much money as I can in that before I do borrow, so that way I can get more bang for my buck. And I'm going to take that, buy crypto. I'm going to take my the money that I take out every single month. I'm going to buy more crypto with that. Once those profits go up, pay off the loan, buy more cash generating assets. So you know what I'm saying? And add more to my life insurance policy. Just continue to stuff and have more things that pay me. Once that happens, I'm going to take those. I'm going to continue to take those dividend paying assets. I'm going to buy more assets with them, or stuff more to my cash value life insurance policy, because I already took all my profits, right? And then because what I'm trying to do is set up a system where I can buy crypto every single day. I buy it every week, every month, but I'm trying to get it to where I buy it daily with the cash, with the dividend paying assets. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna while I take those profits and I buy more dividend paying assets, I'm gonna take those dividend payments and I'm gonna put that into my life insurance policy. Then once I start to see prices come down, or we get into another bear market, I'm going to then borrow from my cash value life insurance policy, buy more crypto, take those dividend paying assets, buy more crypto with that, and then the same amount of money, if not more, depending on how much I'm making more, take the same amount of money that I do every month and buy more crypto every single month, and then repeat the cycle all over again. Things go up, I own a shit ton of crypto, I buy more cash and dividend. I buy more dividend paying assets. I put more into my cash value life insurance policy, and I just continue that shit on and on and on. You understand what I'm saying? So if this makes sense to you, let me know in the comments. If you need a little bit more explanation or a further breakdown of what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. I want to see if there's a way that I can be like, okay, I draw it up or something and then I have it. You know what? I'm just going to talk about it. I think that'd be too much for the pod. Maybe if I really get busy with my crypto channel and shit, my financial channel basically, and I can do it there. That's probably what I would do, and just continue to talk about the same shit over and over and over. And basically it's my system. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor by any means. Don't take advice from me. Do your own research and do what best works for you. But man, this shit right here, this system is working, man. It's working. Cause listen, I'm about to get into real estate. Those profits that I make, I'm gonna take half and save it. Then the other half, I'm gonna take a little bit off the top for me. But I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy assets. And when we are in the bear market, when we are in a full-blown bull market, I'm still gonna buy as things going up, just not as much. I'm gonna be taking more than I buy, but I'm still gonna be buying as things are going up. Cause it's a dollar cost average. No matter if it's a down or up, I'm buying, period. You understand what I'm saying? Monthly, daily, weekly. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but when things are up and we are in a crazy bull market, I'm gonna be taking a shit. I'm gonna be taking so much. Like the last when 2024, back in 2024 when everything started going up and that shit lingered all the way up until January before shit started crashing, in February before Trump big dumbass had announced tariffs over global tariffs or whatever. I didn't take enough profits at all. I watched my shit go all the way up. And I was like, they might go up some more. It didn't hit my damn price target. And I could watch it come all the way down. And that's nobody's fault but my own. But I didn't take nearly as much profits. And I could have had way more in my dividend paying assets that could be paying me way more that I can buy more assets with while things are down. But I'm not going to make that same mistake anymore. So I'm buying as much crypto as I possibly can. And specifically XRP. And when things go up, I'm taking as much profits as I can. And I'm, cash value life insurance, goddamn dividend paying assets, and nigga just repeating that process. And then when things come back down, I'm buying more. As I didn't take nearly as much profits at all when things were up, because everything was up, and then I chased a little bit. It was just, I don't know, I didn't have the right head on my shoulders, bro, but not this time. Not this time. This is the final stretch. This is the final stretch right here. This is where this is where you get wealthy at, in the bear market, but this is the final stretch, man. Honestly. And listen, I'm rich as fuck, bro. Period. So just think about that shit, man. Oh, and just so you know, the assets that I do own, because I do put y'all on the assets that I own. XRP, Bitcoin, HBAR, Chainlink, Flare, VeChain, Zabet Network, I said Chainlink. Hold on. So Bitcoin, HBAR, XRP, Chainlink, VeChain, Flare, Zabet Network. And there's one more. Oh, XLM. Those are the cryptocurrencies that I own. I want to add two more. And I don't know if I want to add Solana and Ethereum, or add Solana and fucking AVAX, but one of those two I am going to add to my portfolio. And then that's it. I'm going to own 10 cryptos, and then that's it. And then as far as the stock side, I'm only focused on dividend paying stocks. Right now I'm in high risk. I don't really want to tell y'all about that because I don't want y'all to come back on me like, hey, I lost all that money because we got the bam. this fully for cash flow extraction. That's why I'm investing in it. But it is one that pays daily, and it's called SATA, SATA. Go look on their website. They say they got enough in their reserves to pay this 13% dividend for the next 20 years, and they constantly buying Bitcoin because that's where basically a lot of that is coming from. And they are buying, unlike MicroStrategy, they are buying Bitcoin while it's low. So that lets me know that, okay, this company is smart, and that gives me a little bit more conviction within the company. But I'm only using these dividend paying stocks to extract as much money as I possibly can from them to continue to build my ecosystem. You understand what I'm saying? And to get these dividends, be like, oh shit, this dividend cover my bills for the month. You understand what I'm saying? I'm making $2,000 in dividends a month. You feel me? So that's basically what I'm using them for, just to extract cash and to take that cash and buy more assets. That's all I'm using them for, bro. But you can look into PSEC. I want to get into buying more growth stocks and shit like that as well. But I'm strictly about dividend and creating cash flow. That's it. Because cash is trash. Cash flow is king. I'm strictly about building cash flow. That's it. That's all. And the more cash flow that I have, the more I can alleviate, financial pressures and shit like that. So that's all I'm focused on is cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. And, that's profits from crypto. That's, dividend paying assets that's going to pay me monthly, weekly, and daily. High risk, mid risk, low risk. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Just create you a budget, create you a system, because these are the things for the future, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is the reason why I'm putting y'all on to this shit right now. This is the future, and I'm living as though this is the now, and I spoke about that on prior episodes, and I'm going to continue to speak about that. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all need to know this information. Y'all have to know this information. And y'all got to put this information to work. Knowledge without use is pointless. It's useless. It's dead, bro. Faith without works is dead. Knowledge is all good and dandy, but if you're not applying that knowledge, you might as well not know it in the first place. So just pick up the gems that I'm dropping, apply this knowledge that I'm spewing, see how it can work best for you, and let me know, bro, how everything is working for you. And if you need some extra help with it, let me know. You can hit me up on X or Twitter. You can hit me up in the comments on IG. You can comment below in the comments, because I do read all the comments. I might not respond to all of them because it's hard, because I respond to I get a shit ton of comments every single day because of all the content that I drop on a daily. You can hit me up whenever, bro. And if you need help, I got you. Don't worry. You ain't got to worry, bro. I got you, and I can help the best way I possibly can. And then as the more I get into real estate and start studying that, especially for my veterans out there, I'm not going to gatekeep none of this information. Y'all going to know all of this shit, bro, so that we can best help you. I'm telling you. We are in the best time in human history to create financial freedom for ourselves. The best time right now. YouTube channels, investing, learning about all of that shit, and applying that knowledge. We are in the best time in human history to create financial freedom for not just ourselves, but for our future children and for those around us. If we decide to, help those around us, which I strongly recommend that you do. But and you can put other people on. You can give them jobs for whatever you need, or have a motherfucker become, get those around you to work, become part of your camera crew or something like that. Booking fucking interviews or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, bro, we have that time. And we are in the best time in human. We can look up businesses that we can buy and all types of shit. We have access to knowledge that was not accessible to us 15, 20 years ago. Hell, 10 years ago. You actually had to see what it looked 10 years ago. Now, the information is everywhere, bro. You got to see how you're going to apply that to your own life. Whew. Man, we are 2 hours in. I do apologize for the barking. It is what it is, man. I think from now on, because I'll be trying to cut that shit out, I'm going to just talk through it, bro. I'm going to just talk through it. It is what it is, man. I do appreciate y'all for bearing with me, though. This has been a great episode, man. 2 hours of just yapping, and I really do hope that this touch one of y'all, and you know, this light a fire up under y'all ass into wanting to get right, because there's no time like now, bro. There's no time like now. If we wait, if we don't start now, you're gonna be waiting forever. So start now, don't wait, do it scared, do it unsure, but gain that knowledge along the way that you're scared and unsure. Gain that knowledge so it'll help you build that confidence. You understand? If I can't leave you with anything else, I want to leave you with this. And you can say this on a daily basis when you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed. I am so happy and grateful now that money, I am so happy and grateful now for the money that comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm gonna say that one more time. And this is a mantra that you can say every day, like I said, throughout the day, any time of the day, it don't matter. It only take a few seconds before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. This should be the first thing that you say to yourself outside of your daily affirmations if you have any. I am so happy and grateful now for the money that comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I say that shit every single day. I don't skip a beat. And I do have multiple sources of income that's coming in on a daily basis that's increasing in quantity. So, this has been a fun episode. I'm glad that y'all here. You know, you get the ups and the downs when you listen to this shit, man. You get the ups and the downs, man. You get the helpful tips. You get the converse, you know what I'm saying, like the random conversations, the random tangents. I'm gonna always speak about my people. I love black people. I love our people, and we gonna be all right, bro. We gonna always do better, man. We're gonna continue to do better. You understand me? We're gonna continue to prosper and to help one another. We're going to continue to do these things. And don't be so quick to pass judgment on another motherfucker either. You feel me? So with that being said, this has been episode 76 of the Von Talks podcast. Y'all make sure y'all exercise, drink some water, and fucking relax. And I will most definitely see y'all last on the next one. Peace.